Awesome. And that was fast. Alright guys, so we are about to get started into game, the third game today. It's going to be It's going to be Chillax versus Dench. This is the third game. Remember, you can find all the brackets up on Dota Talk's website, including the schedule for the day. We are a bit behind because we had a lot of technical issues at the start, but we are underway now, and, well, we're getting on with it.
That's the way to look at things.
Yeah.
We've had some problems, but we really are getting on with it as well as we can. Would have been nice to get the stream out from the event, but the computer's not up to it, obviously, so it's good that we've got you on hand to stream out. So
Yeah.
it's making nice quality. Get these games out there.
Indeed. So we're just doing a remake. We're ready to go. Just waiting on Chillax to set it ready as well. Not sure what the remake was about, but we are about to get ourselves into this game. Alrighty, and for those that want to watch in Dota TV as well, we do have everything set up for that, so you can go ahead and watch in the clients if you do wish to do so. But yeah, we are just getting ourselves into the game right now. And here comes the draft. Alright, so we do have Dench getting first pick, and they're also going to be on the Dire. Second and first ban here. Wouldn't surprise me if we see the same strategy nearly that Dench brought out in the first game. Although it was an effective early game, they really need to create space for themselves. Let in... Who were they up against first game again?
Hadouken.
Yeah. Letting Hadouken push their tier 2 Terran bottom lane by 7 minutes was pretty ridiculous for them to do, and it really pushed them into their base so early. By 15 minutes, they lost all tier 2 towers, and they managed to drag the game off for nearly 70 minutes, but they just couldn't hold off the push anymore. And if they run the same strategy, they need to create more space themselves. They are going to ban the Undying out first, so there's going to be not as much push coming out from Chillax here, and they're going to go ahead and ban the Nyx Assassin. And followed up with a Coddle by Dench as well, so once again, banning it a push, banning it a tri-lane pair as well.
Yeah, these really strong tri-lane lane supports. Obviously, the Undying and Keeper of Light are very annoying to deal with in this laning phase. And that's what this game is about a lot of the time, is get those lanes down, get as much farm as you can on the heroes which are on the lanes. If you've got people in the jungle, stack, pull, get those Ancients stacked up for whatever AoE carries you've got with the Luna or whatever you have. Try and get as much gold income as possible without dying. It's all about damage control and gold income.
Indeed it is. And again with this, these bans that are coming out, Darkseer out, so Magnus, Bounty Hunter, they're both still in there, and they're going to go for the Batrider, who's also still in there, of course. We still see Templar Assassin in the pool as well. Wisp is there. There's a lot of options open for both teams now. And again, like I said in the first game, this is what I love about the new ban system. There's just so much open. Those heroes that are considered to be really powerful, or maybe even overpowered by some people, they're available and they can be played in these games, which is awesome.
It's not just the new ban system, it's just the whole game in general. People picking up heroes which weren't usually played. Like Lifestealer was never really picked up recently for the past 6 or 7 months. Never picked at all, then all of a sudden burst into the scene when Sven was picked up as a pseudo counter to him. As Sven sort of tapered off, people stopped picking him. Nyx, Lifestealer kept on going. People still pick him as their number 1 carry simply because of the amounts of DPS he can deal out and the sustain he has in teamfights.
And big shout out to Rhyme in the chat who just said, "Oh god, Magnus Dodo." Yep, this is the second game out of the 3 today where we will see a Magnus. It wouldn't surprise me if we've seen him in a lot of games now, just because of the preference ban to ban Coddle out, as well as the Nyx Assassin, whose game played an awful lot. And it's working for the teams that picked them as well, as we saw in the last game. But then we are waiting on Chillax's second pick. They are going into the reserve time here. It's unlikely that we'll see a Templar Assassin pick up by them just because of the Batrider, but it's going to be the Windrunner, so this is going to be the first time we see my favourite hero in the game today. And I'm very excited to see the Windrunner off lane and get extremely excited about those shackle shots.
And these are 2 heroes which are pretty much interchangeable. Magnus and Windrunner either can go off lane and either of them can go mid. They are very, very good at their lane control. Windrunner, I do prefer seeing her mid simply because of the amount of utility you can get out. If you're not rushing that mech, if you do have a support that's getting a lot of gold on possibly a defensive tri-lane, Keeper of Light or someone like that, Enigma in the forest, getting that quick mech, you can rush for a 4-stab or something and give your team a lot of movement and mobility in your team fights. Get those shackles off, pick off heroes. Power Shot is really underrated with the amount of damage it does.
And of course, Windrunner has quite effective base damage as well. She only really needs a null talisman to have enough right click to last her through the game. And then when she gets a 4-staff up, and it obviously amplifies a bit further. But again, the Force Staff's mainly not used for the damage anymore, especially since the changes. But again, Windrunner still build it because he's got that repositioning ability to get the shackle shots in line. But it will be interesting how Dench decide to go with this, because there is the option of Magnus mid and there is the option of Windrunner as well, as you said. But Batrider will do fairly well against either of those. More so against the Magnus as well. But they're going to pick up the Queen of Pain, so again, Dench are doing exactly the same thing Chillax are doing. Both of these heroes can go either off lane or mid, and nobody's revealing who's going where. And we're going to see another Pharah Rubik.
We saw him in that previous game, stealing reverse polarity, stealing track, being a nuisance. He didn't have much in the way of items, but the amount of utility he provided for his team was quite astounding with the little gold he did have. Obviously utilising all of his skills quite effectively. But yeah, Batrider and Queen of Pain again. Don't know where they're going with this. They could put them off lane. You can even put the Queen of Pain safe lane if you wanted to. Try and get farm up on her. She's not really going to get harassed down whatsoever, then bring her out when she's got her items up. But she really is a lot better on that mid lane with the rune control ability, with her high level nukes to come out onto the enemy lanes. Invoker. Okay, so who's going mid? What's going on? Will Invoker be safe lane? Will we see Exort Invoker or Class Rex? Because we have seen a lot of Exort in the previous months. Class Rex has fallen out of favour with the Tornado EMP being slightly nerfed. It is more timing based now. You have to really work on your skill there. And Exort providing a lot of DPS and Sunstrikes, provided the setup is there.
Yep, and that's where the Shadow Demon ban comes in from Dench. They just had to get rid of Shadow Demon because the disruption into the Sunstrike, that's the one. My brain is already frazzled. It's just so easy to do. And I think what we're going to see from Chillax is most likely a solo safe lane Invoker, stick the Windrunner in the middle, then Magnus tri-lane aggressive. And because honestly, you can't tri-lane an Invoker because he needs levels. That's where Invoker comes from. He's a late game caster. He definitely needs his levels.
Definitely tri-lane a Windrunner though, so that's a possibility.
Yeah, it could be a Windrunner support for all we know.
Well, we've seen Windrunner as the, not really carry, but they share the farm quite evenly, with Windrunner taking a little bit more, try and rush up those phase boots, and she does a lot of right-click damage, right-click harass, and obviously, like you said, her DPS, her attack animation is very good for that lane. But it's all up to them. They've left this entirely open.
Yeah, and Dench, of course, the banner Lina as well. And again, they're just looking to ways to stop this setup from Invoker. Imagine if we see Chillax, for example, they could pick up a Chaos Knight and run it a tri-lane, say Chaos Knight, Windrunner, Wisp. That would be insane. And with the Sunstrike support coming from the bottom lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed killer, providing the stuns enough from Chaos Knight.
Yeah, just got to get lucky with that Chaos Bolt, get that 3-second stun or whatever for that Sunstrike to fully charge up.
Yep, and Chillax are banning the carry, so there goes the Lifestealer, as well as the Phantom Lancer. And Phantom Lancer, since his change, is absolutely ridiculous right now. I'm actually still surprised that he was put into Captain's mode the way he was, because the agility gain he gets now is absolutely crazy. Once he gets level 25, I think he has something like 25 to 30 base agility, armor, which is insane.
What is his agility gain now? Is it 4.9? Something stupid like that?
I think it's about 4.6 to 4.9, something around those lines. But it's crazy. I mean, over 4 is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
And of course he gets damage from it as well. It just makes him very powerful.
The attack speed damage is pretty ridiculous for him.
Yeah, but we are waiting for the final ban coming out from Chillax. And again, we still see Dench. They're looking for their carry. They're looking for possibly their extra support as well. Oh yeah, they are looking for an extra support. If not, someone that goes in the jungle. For all we know, they could throw a Batrider in the woods. Game to stack and pull. But we will, of course, wait and see. Interesting at the ban at Sven. I'm guessing that's to counter the Lifestealer ban that came out from Chillax. Because obviously, as Durka said, Lifestealer counters Sven pretty hard. If Lifestealer's not available, then Sven's going to kind of crush if he gets played. And it's going to be a Sand finally. So, Chillax may have actually watched the first game here, judging by the bans. Lifestealer gone, Darkseer gone, Sand gone. And Dench played all 3 of those heroes in the first game.
Lifestealer ban really not surprising there, as we've seen Had pick that up and do very, very well with it indeed. But you said the support and lockdown really being banned out here by Dench, not wanting that Sunstrike to be as effective as it could be. Shadow Demon, Lina, Sven, all with that lockdown stun ability, which could set things up for that Invoker. I don't know what they're going to go for here, but it's Dench's pick. What are they going to try and pick up here to sort of pad out their lineup, really? They do have some Rather squishy heroes, a lot of utility, quite a bit of nuking power, but no stability whatsoever.
Imagine if Centaur was in the pool.
That'd be pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. But they do need someone to soak up, and they don't have the life stealer anymore. So they probably do need a strength carry, but with Sven gone and life stealer gone, there's no effective ones left in there at all. They might just throw a wrench in the works and just pick up a Husker. You never know. Could happen.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay. It could happen, yeah, it's possible, but.
So there's more nuking, more utility, Jakiro, but again, as I said, there's not a lot of life. And if he Invoker gets max exort pretty fast, then those Sunstrikes will hurt these support players.
What do we have left? Magnus, Windrun, and Invoker. How are they going to be looking to set these fights up? Because Magnus, obviously, with the reverse polarity, you are going to be looking for more AoE-based heroes. The Invoker may be going for that Deafening Blast Chaos Meteor build, possibly after maxing those 4 spirits, get 4-4 in Quas and Exort, get the double 4 spirits out, get as much DPS as he can, then go for a Wex Exort build. But we never know. It's all up to the players.
I'm definitely expecting a CK. But I could be wrong, but I am thinking CK is going to be picked up by Chillax here. It would not surprise me. Or I mean, they have the setup with Invoker. There's a lot of burst that comes out from CK anyway, and if they try that with a Windrunner, then that's so much damage. But in fact, they're going for the Nature's Prophet, so they're going for the loads of money. And might put him in the woods, but again, there's any possibilities here. And there's their carry pick up for Dench. He's going to be Juggernaut, so it's going to be Juggernaut along with Jakiro and Rubik, most likely in the safe lane, because that's. In fact, that could be in the off lane. Rubik's pick up into Juggernaut's spin, that's a lot of damage that will come out. And of course, it's an easy setup for Jakiro's Ice Path.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think Batrider's going to be sitting in the forest for the first 3 levels or so until he heads off into that off lane. Queen of Pain at mid and the tri lane on the safe lane. But we never know. Nature's Prophet, will we see him on the off lane? We do see that a lot in competitive play with the Treant pulling that wave. Ricky.
Ooh, okay. So I'm really not sure how they're laning this right now. It's going to be down to just how they do it. But it's... Wow. I'm guessing Furon in the woods with Windrunner supporting the Ricky, Invoker in the middle of Magnus on the off lane. That's really the... Maybe not the only way they could do it, but the most likely way. Right, and we are going to go into the game now. So quickly going over Chillax's team. We've got Ari playing on the Windrunner. Demoves is going to be playing on Invoker. We have, what's his name? Zevin playing on the Ricky Maru. Trebs is going to be on the Nature's Prophet. And finally, Filikit on the Magnus.
Yeah, on Dench, we've got them all heading down to this bot lane. Are they going to smoke up? Is there a smoke on one of them? Well, we've got Doki on that Jakiro. There's a smoke. Farah on that Rubik, as we thought. Satire on the Batrider. Had on the Juggernaut that carry. And Mesmerize on the Queen of Pain. And they're heading into the enemy jungle here, where they're probably going to be safeguarding that ward spot. Put that ward down, block them from pulling, and try and aggress this tower.
I think this might be a first blood attempt as well. Ice Path already skilled up by Jakiro. Nothing skilled up on anyone else yet, apart from Lift on Farah. So they've already got Lift and Ice Path. That's a lot of lockdown. And Ari is going to walk forward. Is he going to get spotted? He's going to get spotted. Lift coming in from Farah. Ice Path's going to follow up. It's going to lock him down. The spin coming out from Juggernaut as well. And that's so much burst. Uses the wind run, but it's not going to matter. First blood goes out for Hads. And that's a lot of gold coming out from Juggernaut. And that's the effectiveness of a level 1 smoke.
Yep, and that level 1 flame break from Batrider really, really sort of confirming that kill there, pushing the Windrunner back into that spin from Juggernaut. And that's a lot of gold, as you said, onto that Jug. Going for a quick poor man shield, it does look like that Quelling Blade picked up, as well as Slippers of Agility. Finishing off the poor man shield there, yes he does.
So level 1 poor man's with stats.
That's pretty sick.
And everyone, of course, gets 35 XP for the kill. They're all involved. Queen of Pain getting 45. And Batrider as well, that's really weird.
Exalt Invoker at mid.
Okay, so they're running Invoker middle. So he's going to be Ricky Windrunner, Furion in the woods most likely, and of course Magnus in the offlane. Called it.
It's going to be tough for him though, up against the Queen of Pain, if she goes for that Shadow Strike. Usually if you go up against an Invoker and he's class Wex, you don't go for the Shadow Strike, you go for the Blink and Scream simply because he can regen through that harass. But with an Exalt Invoker, level 2 Shadow Strike is going to really piss him off.
Yeah.
He won't have any regen whatsoever left after a couple of minutes. He's even going for the first tango now, he has to, just to stay on this lane. Jakiro hiding there in the trees,
But that's
waiting
the ward.
for things to happen.
This is the problem that Chillax are going to have though. They're running 2 versus 3, although they're going to get the level advantage. Already the first blood has gone out from Hads. He's got a lot of damage coming out. And I don't really think Windrunner can defend Ricky well enough. That's the issue I'm going to come out with right now, is that you have Ice Path, you have Lift. If both of those are effective, then that's a kill for Juggernaut, especially with that Blade Fury. If he gets a couple more levels up, it'll be pretty easy.
Yeah, look at Magnus on top lane getting spammed down with his napalm. He's already down to about half health there just from a couple of auto hits from the Batrider. Really nothing much he can do about it, though the lane is pushing in his favour back to the tier 1, so he can get some experience and gold at least.
Batrider's nearly level 3 to Magnus is halfway through level 1. And that's from not only the first blood, but just the general control he has of this lane. And D-warding coming in from Windrun in the bottom lane. Ari, D-wards the D-wards. And they really want to get it controlled in this lane. Farah, sorry, not Farah, Dench even. Yeah, the team's all about Farah. Dench is just running this aggressive tri lane, and they really want kills down here. With a combination of Jakiro as well as Rubik, it's so easy for them to pick one off. All they have to do is just get the right timing, and if they control the vision, then they will control the lane. It's that simple.
There's only one problem with an aggressive tri-lane like this, is that your supports aren't going to get any gold from stacking and pulling or experience unless you get kills. And if the Ricky and Windrunner just sit here next to their tier 1 and do nothing, they're not going to get experience. I mean, the Jugger's going to get free farm, but still, it's two heroes which are doing nothing whatsoever. If the Windrunner goes and roams around, does she have level 1 Windrunner, of course, because she tried to escape the first blood attempt. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to be able to do. Their pull spots are blocked, so Windrunner can't be stacking and pulling, trying to regain creep equilibrium back down here. Ricky can't do anything himself. Look at this, Jakiro just chasing him down.
There's no fear whatsoever from Jakiro, and he doesn't have to be. I mean, Windrunner's not level 2 yet, and we know she took Windrunner level 1, and so did Dench, because she used it in that first engagement. And again, more D-warding coming out from Farah as well as Doki here. And they just want to control this lane. They're not going to find the second sentry, No, they're not going to find the second sentry. But yeah, Ricky's just not getting any experience. He's not getting any gold. He's sitting on one last hit right now. And there's the lift. Ice Path, it's going to land. But it's a bit late, and Juggernaut can't get in there in time for the spin. And in fact, Ricky just blinks out. And that's why Ricky can be quite effective defensively in this. Because although Windrunner might not have enough utility right now to save him, he's got the blink. As long as she's far back, throws a shackle out for a mini stun, Ricky can blink back and get away. But the pings are coming down again. We do actually see rotation coming out from the Nature's Prophet here at Chillax. Windrunner, double Ice Path going out. The spin's there as well, but it's too close to the tower and they can't do a lot. And how is that gold coming out? Nature's Prophet. Just flying in his stages massive. He's got his Ring of Basilius for the trees. And again, look where Jakiro's standing. He really wants to be aggressive, but honestly, until they get more levels up on Hads, there's not enough diving potential. I think they need at least level 5 on Hads.
And the trouble is here, they've pushed their lane all the way back into the tier 1, so the Windrunner and Ricky are getting some experience and trying to get some last hits under the tower. Not so easy though. Jakiro and Rubik sort of hanging around looking for an opening, but they really aren't going to find one unless Ricky and Windrunner overstep their stay. How are the last hits going? 17 for 10 on this Batrider up at top against an 8 for 1 Magnus. So Batrider really, really doing well up here. Obviously Magnus can't do much against that napalm spam. The Jugger 18 for 7 being babysat. Oh, smoke here from Jakiro and Rubik heading towards the mid lane. They're going to look for that Invoker.
Yeah, they want to find Invoker. The call's probably come out from Mesmerize here because it's very interesting that Invoker, although he's at a massive disadvantage in this lane, he's keeping the CS fairly even. He's 4 down, but that's not much at all. Mesmerize only has that level 1 Shadow Strike. I'm surprised he didn't get a second point at it just for the damage. But there goes the initiation with the Shadow Strike. It's going to slow Invoker down. Lift's going to come out from Farah now. Adoki's going to follow with a perfect Ice Path, and it should be a pickup. Sunstrike, Mesmerize, it will take him down. And that's a great pickup for Invoker. Manages to get some collateral from his death. Unfortunately, he won't get the experience though, as he did die first. Yes, he did die first. Queen of Pain gets some extra gold there.
As well, I was quite surprised that Queen of Pain didn't pop the regen before going in for that. I suppose she wanted to save it for afterwards, after expending her mana, but still, going in half HP against an Exalt Invoker, it's always a risky opportunity.
And that was really quite fortunate where Invoker placed that Sunstrike. He managed to place it just next to the creeps, so he didn't actually hit the creeps, and it was enough damage to finish off Quap. And I'm a bit surprised that oh, hang on, bottom lane, Windrunner gets Ice Path, is just going to Windrun away. I'm fairly surprised that Queen of Pain didn't move around a lot, because even though Invoker was stunned a lot, you did see the animation for Sunstrike going down, and Mesmerize must have known that was going to hit him. But he just didn't react in time.
It's one of those things you've got to guess where he put it. I mean, entirely possible Invoker was putting it behind him for when he blinked away or trying to escape, or maybe even trying to go for the Jakiro or something if the tower aggro had gone into them. But he did not know that it was going to be right at his feet, as you said, away from the creep, so that AoE wasn't spread out.
Yep. And this tri lane's not working anymore. They have level 5 on Hads, but they're just It's so defensive coming out from Chillax that they just can't find him anymore. There's not enough time on those disables. It's only a level 1 telekinesis as well. I'm very surprised that Farah didn't put a second point into it just to get that extra lift duration. And of course it's a level 1 ice path as well. Doki going for the 1-1-1.
It's definitely stagnated. I don't know if they're going to try and push this lane out. Who's TPing down here? Yep, here comes the Batrider.
Level
I
6.
thought this might happen. Go for a kill, try and push it out. Level 1 in that healing ward. And they've got Liquid Fire level 1 as well, so it's definitely a possibility.
There's a lift. Grey Shackle coming out though. And yeah, they didn't have any wards available anymore, so Sada, he does get silenced by the Cloud, but it doesn't matter. He already popped that Firefly and it was enough. It was a nice Shackle coming out from Ari, but it wasn't enough to save the Ricky. And Ricky Maru goes down, and if you have a look at his farm right now, he's got 3 last hits and he's level 3. This is 6.5 minutes into the game.
That's really poor for a carry. I mean, Batrider coming down, giving that extra bit of damage that was needed to take him out. That Shackle was really good on that Rubik. I think they felt something coming there with the Rubik and Shakira stepping forwards, getting ready to cast their spells, but just enough. And here comes the tier 1 tower. Healing ward not used yet. They'll probably use that on the next wave if they feel. No, he's going to use it now. He's dropped down to about 2/3. No, he's keeping it.
He'll pop it on this wave. I'd be surprised if he didn't. But Ari's got to be careful here. He doesn't have any mana for any abilities, and although Batrider doesn't have any utility to get close yet, if he manages to get a Flaming Lasso, which he still has because he got silenced, then that will be the death of one of them. In fact, Ari, he's overstaying his weapon. Sado is on his way in now. He uses the Flame Red to put him back. There goes the Lasso into the Firefly. Ice Path's going to follow, and that's another kill for Juggernaut. Hads gets his 3rd kill of the game. Second kill? What, 3rd kill? No, 2nd kill. Oh, Queen of Pain got the 1st blood, didn't she? I think.
No, Jugger got the 1st blood.
Alright, who got the 2nd kill? I can't remember. Alright, Rubik picked up the kill. Farah got that one. And again, smoke rotation coming in. They've already caught the Invoker once, who's now level 7, so he does have 3 points up in that Exort. 225 damage Sunstrike. But I think they're looking for Trebs. Trebs, he's opted for the boots before Midas. But he does have enough for that Gloves of Haste, and the creeps are going to come in here. They're going to spot them and then know where Furion is now. But they want Ricky. He's level 3. Hads is already in position, and Ricky has no idea he's here because of nighttime vision, but there he is. He will spot him out now.
Had's so close to level 6 though. He's going to get it with one more creep, but he's just going to go in anyway. If you're taking that, oh, there's level 6, but new wave appears anyway. Smoke gets dissipated there. Jakiro slightly in range of that Ricky, and the Treant spot him out.
And Batrider leaving top for that long. Magnus is now pretty much the same farm as the Queen of Pain. He's caught up. And that's quite interesting. He's now level 7 as well, so TP Reverse Polarity could be coming soon.
Yeah, Arcane's 100 gold away, so he's going to be looking towards them. What does Batrider have? Yeah, it's not much difference between them now.
I heard a Shackle then. They're going to go and Hads on bottom lane. Furion actually TP'd down for this one. And Juggernaut, he does have a Quinning Blade, but it's on cooldown. And he's going to spin and try and TP out, and he will be enough to get out. Just about making it out. And meanwhile in the mid lane, Queen of Pain picks up the Invoker. Rotation coming out from Farah as well as Doki once more. And this time no Sunstrike collateral.
Yeah. Now Ricky getting some nice experience there. Even though there were 3 heroes around, it's still worth it getting that level 6 Juggernaut down. But being all the way up that lane without any support around him, a little bit of overextension there from Hans. Luckily he was able to TP out after that spin though. I think he was just waiting around, judging how much mana he had, making sure he had just enough to spin and TP, and picks up a Perseverance looking towards Battle Fury.
Yep. And I think when the Invoker got caught in middle lane, he might have been really caught off guard. Because playing Exort Invoker, you're looking around the map. They saw the gank happen in the bottom lane and maybe he was going for the Sunstriker and he got caught out of position. Suddenly he's losing HP. What's going on? But who knows? I wasn't watching middle lane, and here comes the Sunstrike actually. And it's going to hit nobody. I think he was looking for Doki.
Do they have any wards up? No, there's no Radiant wards up, so I don't know who he was looking for. The Jakiro was heading towards that top rune spot, possibly him.
Oh, he's going back to base now, mod. I was about to say Furion's going somewhere. What's happening? But no. And Ricky now level 5, so he's getting close to the beat. Coming that Stealth Assassin. And Windrunner has the boots up as well. So they're not doing too badly. I mean, they were against the tri-lane. They got pretty much no farm early. And they didn't get caught as often as I honestly expected them to be. But now the push is coming in middle lane. We have the Illusion Rune from Mesmerize. And the push coming out from Sado, who takes a lot of damage from Terra. He's going to have to back off. Doesn't have his Tranquil boots. Yeah, in fact, he's saving for his Blink Dagger. He's got 1700 gold nearly. And aggressive TP coming in from Magnus, who instantly gets Ice Pathed. He's going to skewer in anyway, and it's only Quarp Illusion, so he just takes too much damage from Firefly. And now he's having to leave. Furion ult. It's going to benefit everyone. Sado, the Sunstrike's looking for him, but he's not going to hit. And he's definitely looking for initiation right now. But again, he has no Blink Dagger yet, so he can't do it. And meanwhile on top lane, Hads is getting farm. 148 last hits now.
So it's the Ricky. Look at him getting all his free experience. Hits level 6 finally. getting these last hits 19 for 1. I mean, he was, what, 4 for 0 or something at level 3? He's got up very quickly in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, and that was like 6 minutes in. So in 4 minutes, he's managed to find himself pretty much double his level and so much more gold. And he's going to start farming. And interestingly enough, Dench are doing this 5-man Dota ring, well, 4-man Dota even in middle lane. And Ricky's just getting absolutely free farm. But it's the trade-off. Juggernaut's doing exactly the same. It's 4v4 in mid with the carries going on either lane.
And look at the wave that the Jugger has. Got that siege creep, got the double range creep, got the nice double melee creep stack there. Is he going to spin these? Nope, he's just going to try and right click them down. Magnus does come. Try and... Oh, spin goes off. Will he be able to pick off Magnus here?
That's a lot of damage. He's got his ulti available.
He's going
to use it. And that was kind of a mistake coming out from the Magnus here. He did actually walk out of the range of the creep wave. But at the same time, Batrider picks up Windrunner too. So this is going away at Dench so far. 7-1 score so far. And the goal graph, it's 4,000 and 2,000 for the XP.
Yeah, 55 for 10 on that Jugger, plus 3 kills now, is it? Yeah, 3
yes,
0
3
1.
kills.
And he's going to get this tier 1 as well with the help of that siege creep. Furion, you're going to be able to deny this? Oh, nice scrap. Oh,
Quelling Blade.
Quelling Blade.
Still gets the last hit. And now there's no TP up on Furion. Juggernaut doesn't have any mana for anything. He's only going to be able to right click him and it's not going to be enough damage. So he's just going to have to back off. Ricky's now middle, level 6. And there's only 1 sentry around for Dench, and that's in the bottom rune spot. So Ricky, he's got free reign in this mid lane right now.
Yeah, but look at the warding up now from the Dire. 1 behind the tier 1 at mid, 1 on the bot rune spot, at the top rune spot. And there's just total rune control for the Queen of Pain, able to jump around, picks up her point booster now from the enemy side shop, looking towards the Aghanims. And Hands on that Juggernaut, very close to his Battle Fury. Claymore up on him, 900 away from that broadsword.
Seven's got to be careful now. He's 3 levels down on this Juggernaut, who has a lot more damage. If he goes on this, in fact, the Furion is going to hit him, but Hands is going to run away. I thought Ricky might actually go on him there, but that would have been a very scary situation for him and so risky. 1-on-1 fight with Juggernaut, he probably would not have won that.
Yeah, Dagger and Batrider as well now, so they really do have to be careful here. Magnus might go in looking for this reverse polarity initiation. Batrider will be waiting in the wings, just ready to pounce, really, with that flame lasso.
Yeah, Dench really have the advantage here. As you said, the wards. The aggressive ward behind the tier 1 terror in mid lane is so good.
Yeah,
They find someone catching up, caught at the back there. And, of course, Chillax don't have any wards near the top rune spot. It would be so easy for Batrider to just rotate up to the Ancients right now. Blink over the top and just start lassoing somebody. Farah stole Sunstrike. It's level 4 as well. 287 damage coming out from that. Yeah, that's a big nuke.
Something I haven't really seen in a long while. This Furion is actually rushing for a mech after Basilius and Boots. Not going for that Midas into Necronomicon or whatever else you'd like to go build. Treads. It's actually going for a very quick mech here. Someone on their team is obviously wanting that extra regen.
Yeah, it's been a very long time since we've seen Furions play like this. It was probably about 6 months ago now that Furion really lost his edge in competitive play, and that's simply because of the heroes that got brought into support. Hang on, Blinker in the middle lane, Batrider's up there, Sada. Oh,
Shackle.
Beautiful Shackle coming out from Ari. The Sonic Wave's still going to go through Invoker. There's not enough burst to take him down yet. There's just the one last right click, and now Philly Kid gets the reverse polarity off. He's going to get lifted, he's going to get Sunstruck as well, and Farah is so low, but double kill coming out from Mesmerize, and Ari's going to pick up Farah in the end of play. So 2 for 2 exchange in middle lane. A very good fight. And Ricky turns up just a bit too late and can't find anyone else.
Was that Rubik's Sunstrike?
Was that a Rubik's Sunstrike? No, Rubik was dead. That was an Invoker one. Wait, Invoker what? Yeah, it must have been Rubik's. He died afterwards, didn't he?
I was going to say, if it was an Invoker Sunstrike, it must have missed by a pixel, because that was right on top of Rubik, but it must have been Rubik's trying to get that Magnus down. So that was a really nice Shackle, though, and the Queen of Pain ulti as well. Really nice play from both sides, but meanwhile, you know, look at top lane, Hads, he's finished his Battle Fury on its way on that courier. Has Fury managed to finish off the mech? 90 gold. It's very close. 7 gold away. He's just going to wait around his base.
Yeah, that's
and there's someone shouting out there.
Oh, but Hads, you're a bit overextended right now, but you got 3 heroes here. In fact, the TP's coming in from Furion as well. He's going to start spinning and he's going to get away, unless the skewer doesn't go through Magic Community, of course. Unless that reverse polarity, there was no way he was going to get caught there. And this is the effectiveness of Juggernaut. You split push, as long as you have a TP, you can spin and get away, providing there's no BKB abilities that go through BKB, like reverse polarity.
Yeah, and we're talking about sort of ward control and map vision, and take a look at this Rubik. Picked up a gem already, warding up, finishing off these wards from the enemy side, but they know he's there. He's got to be really careful. They don't want to lose this gem. He's just spent 700 gold on it. It's very, very useful for keeping this map vision up, so they know Batrider can blink in and initiate on people, so Jakiro can actually land his Ice Path from range. Blink goes in now onto this Invoker, and he's going to go down so quickly.
low ground as well. No chance of getting away. Sunstrike, Mesmerize. It's going to take a lot of damage from a Shockwave as well. But Invoker will go down and Mesmerize will just about survive. And as a follow-up point, I'm very surprised that Farah's actually holding this gem. Queen of Pain's sitting on 1100 AE. Hads has the ability to get magic immunity. And Batrider is just pretty tanky also right now. It really is not wise for him to hold on to this. Did somebody just win a game or something?
I have no idea.
Oh, God.
Probably some banter going between the two teams. Tier 1 tower not getting denied. Nice by Queen of Pain with that DD.
And, oh, Ricky's got lifted. Dust goes off as well. Whoa, the Sonic Wave. Level 2 Sonic Wave just destroys Ricky Maru. And he's ahead of the field for 25 seconds now. No more farm coming up on him just yet. He only has that one Blades of Alacrity. And meanwhile, in bottom lane, Nature's Prophet, he's been pushing. He's got the mechanism, and he's able to do this. He's going to spray himself. He's going to TP, but the Juggernaut Minitun, it resets the TP timer. But unfortunately, too many creeps, so Juggernaut just couldn't get the kill. Even with a level 2 ulti, there just wasn't enough bounces.
Yeah, you can see that Ice Path coming off cooldown. If he'd saved that possibly for when the Furion started teleporting, then we'd been able to do that. But just coming off cooldown as he TP'd out. Arcane's though up on that Jakiro, stacking his Ancients now for that Jugger to get some additional farm. Battle Fury obviously allowing for that to happen. I wonder what item he'll go for next. Usually we see the transition from Battle Fury into Manta style, some more attack speed, movement speed, DPS for that ultimate.
Yeah,
already.
There's a few different paths you can go on Juggernaut really. Manta style's a good one. You also see Maelstrom every now and again that come out from him, and rarely, but it does happen, Mask of Madness as well. But there is a lot of burst on Chillax, so I would very much doubt we'll see a Mask of Madness from Juggernaut. But yeah, there'll definitely be a Yasha coming next. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't.
How close to the Aghanims do we see this Queen of Pain? She's actually on 900 gold. She was sitting on a lot more earlier. We do see the two components, Staff of Wizardry, Ogre Club there, so she is not far off at all. 80 gold away, the Siege Wagon, and one more creep should do that. She
doesn't get it! 2 more creeps and she's got it, and she does have Scream, so she can get it. In fact, she's just choosing to deny all the creeps rather than take the last hits. Oh, Farah as well as Doki take a lot of damage from the Power Shot. What level's Rune now? Level 7 now. Max level Power Shot, which is a little bit surprising for a support Windrunner. But again, it's Dench at the moment. Although they're taking the fights, they're pushing as well. And it's a very good counter pushability. Oh, Hads is caught here. He's silenced by the Ricky Cloud, so he can't spin. And that should be his death. And Shockwave comes through to finish him off from Finnekid.
Yeah, that's a nice combo. That Sprout into Ricky Smoke. He really can't do anything there. His technique of spinning and then teleporting out just does not work in that situation. But that was a 4-man roam to kill one guy.
And then middle lane.
Batrider's top, 3 guys pushing mid. There's pressure on all sides.
A lot of pings coming down here. And they are going to burst this wave very quick. And Queen of Pain now does have that Aghanim Scepter, so the Sonic Wave. How much damage is that right now? 475. And just look at Ricky's HP right now, 739. He's going to get absolutely melted. Windrunner 700, Prophet 800, Invoker about 1,000, so he's doing a lot better. And Magnus on 1,000 as well. Basically, if Queen of Pain gets a 5-man Sonic Wave, every hero in the fight goes down to half health like that instantly. Nearly.
If only they had like a Darkseer or Magnus or something, just to bring everything together, get that initiation, set things up for that Queen of Pain. But they do have that Jakiro, they do have the Rubik Lift for single target. So it's not all bad.
Yeah, there is a lot of initiation available for Dench. They're definitely not struggling in terms of that.
How far away are we? Oh, 200 gold. Magnus, first dagger. Where's he going to find it? Mid lane. Windrunner, let him have it. Third power shot, the creep.
Get him low enough for him. Nearly there. He could take he would take the safe camp if Furon wasn't already there. But yeah, we are seeing a rotating coming around now. Once again, the stacking's going to continue coming out from Doki. And Farah, he's got the gem, and he's also got Arcane Boots. Already, we see 20 minutes into the game, Farah's level 8 on his Rubik, whereas last game, at this point, I think he was still level 5 with just Boots and a Bracer. So he's having a much better game right now.
Most certainly, yeah. Haste there, who's going to pick that up? Batrider? Nope, Queen of Pain with the bottle, of course. But we still have Observer wards up here for the Radiant side. That gem on the Rubik, he's too scared to go uphill there.
Yeah, we can't go up, especially with Ricky being around. Oh, it's actually going to be a Roshan attempt. This is surprising. It's early, and I don't think this ward actually gives enough vision. No, they can't see this Roshan attempt. And yeah, this is going to be a free Aegis coming the way of Juggernaut. Unless Queen of Pain decides to take it. In fact, at this point, I'd say Queen of Pain would probably be better for it. But no, Juggernaut's going to get it.
And back to Ancients. No, he's deciding to skip the Ancients.
Gonna farm them ancient soon. But yep, there's TP's coming to top lane now. Dench is there as well as Farah. Dench. Sarah as well as Farah. I hate the fact that they've got their team name at the second part. I keep just going to call them all Dench. Oh. Team Farah with player named Dench. Oh dear. But yeah, the moves he's just going to back off from his top lane now. Wanted to push that tier 1 tower, but it's still on half HP and just no push available.
Ricky's still without his diffuser blade, no treads either, so his DPS output really not up to par when compared to this Juggernaut, who does have that Battle Fury 2000 gold. Anything on the courier for him? What's flying out? Headdress and some Observer Wards. Who do they belong to? Headdress for the Doki. So
oh, Sunstrike! Sarai taken very low by that one, and the Forge Spirit's nearly enough damage to kill him.
Oh,
In fact, one more right click, and the animation was there for the the last attack, but the Fade Bolt coming in from Farah was just enough. Batrunner manages to blink himself away on 30 HP, even less than that at the time.
Now that's to try and defend mid lane, that tier 1.
It's a nice ice bath, all three heroes. And Macropyre as well, so they are going to be able to stop the push just for now. It gives the Dench time to TP back in. We have Farah as well as Mesmerize here now. And to moves, once again, has to back off along with Filikid and Ariari. They just can't find the room to push right now. They're relying on Prophet, who's doing actually a really good job on his bottom lane. He has his treads complete now. He's already pushed the tier 1 tower a while ago, and now he's going on the tier 2 once more. And it's forcing TPs. This is the power of Nature's Prophet. Hads comes down here. He wants to farm these trees up, and he's going to successfully do so, of course. And Furio's just going to leave back to the jungle.
Yeah, and this Invoker has gone for that double Forge Spirit build. Get that extra bit of DPS out there, try and pick off some heroes, because they can't take these team fights at this moment in time. He will go into Wex now to get that Deafening Blast Chaos meter for when that reverse polarity hits. That dagger up on the Magnus now, obviously, so the team fights will be starting very shortly.
Yep. And this is the time where Chillax can really turn the game. They should be winning the fights now. The dagger on top of the Magnus, and having those levels up in Wex means that, as you said, definitely Blast as well as the Meteor will be there. And that's a lot of DPS. And again, as we said in the draft, the heroes on Dench are really squishy. I mean, Farah's still got 900 HP even with that Bracer. And just 1,000 HP on pretty much every hero right now.
Diffusal on Ricky now, so that's going to be the start. That's going to be the sort of call now. They're going to start these engagements pretty soon. Probably try and pick off some of these heroes, but 5-man Dota from Dench, they're roaming around as a full squad, so it's going to be hard for that Ricky to actually find someone to pick off, unless he can come from behind, try and find the Rubik possibly, but that gem really does make it difficult.
Yep, and again, another DD rune on Mesmerize, so this tower's gone in so quickly. And Doki's at the back of play, he's ready to initiate, and there's the Blink Dagger into the reverse polarity, hits on 2, and there's the Sonic Wave going on. 4 heroes by Queen of Pain, it's huge, they're all stuck in the Macropyre as well. Juggernaut stops spinning on top of everyone, it's a double kill coming away of Saraya, and then the Nature's Prophet's going to get pulled in, he's going to go down. Oh sorry, not Nature's Prophet, the Invoker, but Nature's Prophet will go down. Juggernaut actually sends his ulti right to the end. 3 kills going away of Hads, and a 14 wipe with a buyback forced by Invoker. Just not being able to get those abilities down. The reverse polarity wasn't good enough, only caught on 2, whereas 3 people got caught in the Sonic, 4 people got caught in the Sonic Wave, and the Macropyre together. And there was so much burst that they just couldn't handle it. And this should be the tier 3 tower, but we only have a Nature's Prophet as well as the Invoker. And although they have these 4 Spirits and Treants, I don't think they can stop the push that easily. In fact, maybe they can. There's another creep wave, but it's quite far away coming in the way of Dench.
Yeah, and put Dench back off. They still have the Aegis up on that Juggernaut? Yes, they do. Interesting decision, but all 5 are back up for the Radiant side. Chillax trying to defend this bottom lane. I suppose they, in their first game, they saw what happens if they try and overextend, try and nibble down at these racks, try and get down these tier 3 towers, and they lose, and they lose, and they lose all these battles. They could see the detriment it has to your team play. They don't want to make the same mistakes that their enemies made in that previous game. So they're just backing off here, safe farm, get their Manta style up on Jugger.
Wow, he's complete already.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it that quickly. If we have a quick look at the gold graph, it's actually... Whoa, Christ. Chillax are in a bit of trouble here. 12,000 gold, 12,000 XP. And if you look at the net worth as well, nearly 12,000 on Juggernaut alone. Such a big advantage. Interestingly enough, the Ricky's actually the second most farmed on Chillax's team. He's behind the Magnus at the moment. He does have his Blink Dagger, as well as his Arcane Boots and Magic Wand. And Ricky's just got a Diffusal. He hasn't even upgraded his boots yet. He has the overpair from Magnus now, and this is going to be quite good for him. But he definitely needs to get those power treads up soon.
When did they clear the Ancient stacks? I didn't see that happen.
Oh, did I? And I've left for big ones too, which is peculiar.
Yeah. Questionable decision, but nonetheless. We do have a smoke up on Magnus. I wonder when he's going to use that. they do need to get these team fights down. I mean, like you said in that last one at the bottom tier 2, sorry, that reverse polarity just wasn't good enough. It wasn't quite there. They didn't get 3 or 4 people in it. They only got a couple. And the follow-up wasn't there either. Oh, on top lane Furion, are you going to go down to this Juggernaut now? Ulti is ready for him, but he does back off. Doesn't want to get caught there with those Force Spirits hammering down on him.
Sadao's flying now. He's flying. He has the vision. He should have blinked right there. He had the follow-up as long as he could drag him back enough. He's actually opting for drums, Sadao. I'm surprised he hasn't gone for an early force staff. But in all fairness, he's actually getting very close to the money for that. And Bat Rider, you are a danger to the environment. Have you seen how many trees he destroyed in that process?
The Amazon! The Amazon!
Yeah. Oh dear. Yep, Fion's going to return up, and looking at the farm coming out from the heroes on Dench now. We actually have a fair amount coming out from Jakiro too. He's nearly got the mechanism. He's only 100 gold off that, and Hadzy's happily sharing the farm with Doki right now. And as far as Chillax go, I believe Windrunner's going towards that pipe, but it's going to be a long way off here. Got a headdress at the moment. Of course, Furion has that mechanism. Ricky Maru, he's scouting and mesmerize.
One thing Ricky is good at is picking off Queen of Pain, smoke and diffusal. She can't get out of that silence. Oh, the amount of DPS he can do with that backstab. Oh, here we go, smoke. Is he going to get it off in time? Yes, but he's hitting her from the front, unfortunately, so he's not actually going to be able to finish her off.
Oh, and that's his death.
I was going to say before she can blink away, but she turns around and screams in his face.
The problem with Queen of Pain right now is she's got 8 armor and 1400 HP, and this Ricky just does not have enough damage right now. He didn't even get his treads finished before he did that. A Juggernaut on by Hads?
What?
Are you okay, Hads? Ricky's dead, and you just altered a Ricky illusion. Shit, guys, Ricky, get him! Wait, no, just illusion.
Intentional.
Oh dear.
Oh, of course it was. Look at that smart move from Fury in there, sending his treant forward just to scout and see if there's anyone heading up this lane, haltering his push. But there are a lot of people in his own forest down there. Jakiro has finished that mech up, and there's Juggernaut stacking and finishing off those Ancients. 3 men in the Radiant Forest. Queen of Pain going to teleport top and defend that up.
2,500 gold up on this Juggernaut as well, nearly 3,000. Going to be interested to see what his next item will be. He's checking Roshan. His Aegis has been reclaimed, so in fact it just got reclaimed, I believe. So about 3 minutes left on Roshan now. And look how defensive Chillax have got to play right now. They have wards defending their own area here, but there is a dire ward watching as well, so they can see where the farming positions are.
Yeah, that gem on Rubik since what, 7 or 8 minutes in, it was very, very early. That's just causing havoc for them. He's constantly de-warding, keeping his own wards up. It's really difficult for Chillax to keep their map warding and vision up this whole game.
It's so hard to kill him at the moment as well. He does actually have level 4 Blink Strike, so he should be pretty safe with that gem for the time being. And Farah's actually positioned himself really well in these fights. He's managed to stay at the back, he's got the lifts off when he needs to in the Fade Bolts, stole the right spells, and he just hasn't died. He's died once this game. Playing that number 5 really well.
Yeah, and Invoker with only 1 level in Vex, he has opted to go for an extra in Exhort, not padding out that Vex to get the Deafening Blast and Chaos Meteor out. So I don't know if these reverse polarities, will they have enough follow-up to actually do much damage to the Dench squad? Especially if we see a nice ice path like we did at that.
Oh, Hads jumps over, and look at the damage. Ari nearly gets taken out instantly, and he will spin on top of it. And there's and it goes Invoker as well. Triple kill coming out from Hads, and this is where he's just too big. He had actually picked up an Eagle Song before that fight. What a great ultimate coming out from Hads. He finds somebody edge of the cliff and just jumps over the top. His team was there to back him up, but he really didn't need them in all honesty. Even with the Ghost Walk coming out, it just murdered everybody.
Yeah, 3 people there standing at the edge of that cliff, and he's just looking down thinking, huh, I can do this. Casts his ulti, and they all pretty much die, and then spins on top. Windrunner gets finished off, and Invoker dies next to his own tier 3 tower. But like you said, his team was there, but I don't really think they needed him.
Farah now has Meteor. He's going to be happy with that one. So the push is even bigger now coming out from Dench. And with Meteor available, oh, great Shackle coming out. Actually latches Sadar as well as Doki together, but there's no follow-up because the heroes were just regrouping for Chillax now. Yeah, that Magnus re-entering the fight, but with his Blink Dagger RP still up, there was no opening there. That Shackle was nice. He just wasn't in position quite yet. He died in 3 bounces, and he didn't have time to react. I think he moved about 2 inches across the map. Just couldn't do
Ricky has finished his treads, yay! Hands Roshan up in about 10 seconds. Nope, in about now.
Still can't understand that timer. But they've got this perfectly timed. I've got a lot of experience playing with Farah in pubs. He times it every time. Pubs or competitive games, he will be there. He'll time the Roshan.
It's a good habit to get into, just type it down into chat.
The Sunstrike, he's going to scale it out though. And here comes the instant rotation from Chillax, but are they going to get there in time? They're a long way off, and it's already down to half health. Juggernaut doing so much right click damage right now. In fact, does he have his butterfly? He's close. 500 gold off.
That's a lot of items on him. Yeah, they can't go in for this. I think they've realised. Power Shot goes out, scouts out the health on that Roshan. And there's a Force Spirit on that high ground as well.
Which is an extra 44 gold for Juggernaut.
Will he pick up Butterfly? He should do. He's got Aegis. He doesn't really need that buyback currently.
Yep, he's picked it up. It's on its way. His net worth is about to rocket up a bit more. Even though he's actually nearly 10,000 gold ahead of Ricky. I think when the butterfly hits him, he will be 10,000 gold ahead of Ricky Maru. And Chillax really need to do something now. Because this Juggernaut is out of control. Triple kill and then an ultra kill in 2 fights.
Can they kill him though?
I don't think they can. 11,000 net worth. He's got Butterfly now. Ricky's really not going to make a difference against Juggernaut. Butterfly, Manta Star, Battle Fury, and an Aegis. They're not going to take down the Juggernaut anytime soon.
The trouble is they have to catch him in an RP, into a Fury ulti, into a Chaos Meteor, Deafening Blast, with the Ricky Cloud on top, with Ricky backstabbing him, so he can't get Omni Slash, so he can't get his Blade Fury off, and then he's going to come back and they've got to do it all over again, and all their cooldowns will be down.
And meanwhile, there's 4 other heroes doing things to them. So how the hell are they going to do that? It's pretty much dire straits for Chillax right now. They need to turtle so much. They need Furion to put pressure, and everyone else has turtled the base. But again, if Furion puts pressure on the other lanes, then this is their opening for Dench to go in. So
he has the mech. That's a vital team fight ingredient right there, that mech, to keep people alive, to sustain these fights. If that Jugger pops his ulti, that mech is necessary to keep whoever he focuses still up and running.
And with Juggernaut being level 19, they're not going to survive for long, even with the mech. Spin coming out, and there's Sadaya. Blinks in, catches Ariari. Beautiful RP coming out from the Magnus, but it's really not going to matter. In fact, that was Farah's media that he took, and now he's got Blink Strike stolen. Double kill coming out from Hads once more. And then the Furion is in a lot of trouble. Hads not going to be able to kill him. But 3 heroes go down once more for Chillax, and this is Rax.
Yeah, with that healing ward, everyone back up to full health. I wouldn't be surprised if they rotated down to bottom lane as well. They really can't do it. With the amount of DPS that Jug has, and the Aegis still up on him, that Butterfly. Yep, here they go, down to bottom lane, ticks down at tier 3, push down that melee Rax as well. No problems whatsoever. Sprout goes out. What are you going to do, Furion? Yep, Treants, they are food for that Juggernaut right now. A couple of hits and they're all dead. Blink goes in.
Farah's got a Blink dagger. Oh dear.
I thought it was Bat Rider, but it's the Rubik. Look at Ricky, that's really sad. And even the scream goes out for him.
And that's Ricky down for another 50 seconds. They can't defend this. This is the second set of racks going down, and quite possibly the GG coming out from Dench. Gold graph is over 20,000, nearly 25, and the XP graph is way past 25,000. I really do not see a way back for Chillax right now. I don't like calling preemptive GGs on games that I'm casting, but yeah, this is over. This is over. The amount of bursts Dench have right now is ridiculous, and Hads' farm is superb. 20,000 net worth compared to the 6,000 on Ricky. And what's his goal per minute? I can't remember how to look, actually. There it is. Hads' goal per minute was 636, compared to the 227 of Ricky.
That's a massive difference.
Now just going to rotate to top, but they've still got a tier 2 tower standing.
Sacrifice from Queen of Pain as well. Lots of items on all of these heroes.
Yeah. When Farah runs out with a Blink dagger, you know that you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, when the number 5 Rubik who's been buying wards all game, who bought a gem when he had almost no gold, he had a bracer and some boots, you know that's going pretty badly for you.
He's also got 2,400 gold on top of that.
4 staff as well, kill him.
And there's the Juggernaut ulti on top of Invoker. Absolutely destroys him. Beyond godlike now. And nice reverse polarity, actually. He's only going to manage to pull Farah back, though. And it's not going to matter because I believe Farah stole. Oh, Farah's going to die. No, Farah. But there goes the Sonic Wave. And now, Dench is just having a bit of fun. They're farming Fountain. Batrider just picked up his Shiver's Guard, but he's going to die to the Ricky, who actually got a triple kill. But it's not going to matter. His Had's got a triple kill, too.
Things come out, kill the tower, guys. Come on, I didn't give my life away for nothing. Good Shakira getting a little bit, not irritated, but come on, let's finish this.
And Ricky's now level 16. He's happy.
He's gonna die now, though, surely.
Yep.
That rider comes in. I think Jugger just wants to die now, yeah, so he can get full mana.
Look at that damage on Furion as well. He just can't survive anything. Wicked sick mesmerize. Overall played so well by Dench. Not many mistakes coming out from Chillax in this game either. It was just Dench playing their lineup absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have that defensive bottom lane, Ricky and Windrunner not getting much farm, but they did play that better than I expected it. You know, with that Jakiro, Rubik, and Juggernaut, I thought there'd be a lot more kills for that Jug to come out there. He did farm quite efficiently, but still, the Furion in the forest only having a mech, really, not providing too much in the way of utility and teamfight potential.
You can always put credit to the main carries that farm this effectively, but really, it was the rotation coming out from Farah as well as Doki to the mid lane. They got 2 or 3 kills in a row on that, and the game had so much room to farm.
Yeah, Landvoker had a pretty rough time, definitely. Oh look, oh look. What's the Jugger done now? Dig on time!
You just buy a level 4 Dagon. Ultra kill for him.
By level 5 right now, he's got 2400 gold after finishing off those heroes. But yeah, that's GG. Another good game.
Radiant's Ancient is under attack.
A nice show of power and skill there by Hads and Co.
I think the Ricky pick took them off guard a little bit to begin with, especially because they just couldn't bring him down in the early game. But yeah, the Ricky pick took him by surprise, but again, Farah, he positioned himself perfectly, he got the gem, managed to keep control of the map as well. The D-warding was superb, but Dench overall just took control of the map early. They took it fast, they took it early, and they just got complete control of everything. And it was a great gameplay by them.
Yeah, especially the vision control, the map control, the wards, the gem, everything. Really well played there by Dench. Everything was pretty much timed perfectly. Roshan down to the second. Ancient stacked. Jakiro with that early mech sharing the farm with the Juggernaut. Just well played all round.
Yeah. Stay tuned, guys. We'll have another game coming up very soon. I believe it's the last one we're going to be showing of the group stages. Because there's not much left to go. What time is it now? Actually, which game is this? No, wait, we still have 2 more games of the group stages to come. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be back very soon.